November 2025 Gemini Horoscope. Namaste, dear soul family. Welcome to the eSpirit World channel. Beautiful Geminis, this November 2025 brings a month filled with transformation, growth, and clarity. It's a time when the cosmos will gently push you to align with your higher path, balancing your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. Let's dive deep into your astrological story for November 2025 and understand how the planetary movements will shape your career, finances, relationships, and inner world this month. Gemini, this month begins with a mix of light and shadow. Until 16th November, the Sun will be debilitated in your 5th house. This means the first half of the month could feel slightly sluggish. Things might not go as quickly as you want, and your creative flow may feel interrupted. However, after 16th November, the Sun moves into your 6th house, and that's where everything starts changing. You begin to feel empowered, productive, and laser-focused. The fog clears, and you can finally take action with confidence. Mars will remain in Scorpio throughout the month, also activating your 6th house, making you courageous, determined, and ready to conquer your challenges. This energy gives you the fighting spirit to resolve pending issues and stand up for what's right. Mercury, your ruling planet, plays an important role this month. Until 23rd November, it stays in your 6th house, supporting work, communication, and problem solving. After that, it moves to your 5th house, bringing creativity, intelligence, and fun energy back into your life. So, Gemini, the entire month revolves around balancing work and self-expression, health and creativity, logic and heart. Jupiter continues to transit your 2nd house, the house of wealth, speech, and family. Even though it turns retrograde on 11th November, it still brings blessings. It expands your resources and strengthens your financial foundation. Venus, the planet of love and pleasure, stays in Virgo until 2nd November, where it's debilitated, meaning the early days of November could feel emotionally dry or confusing in love. But after 2nd November, Venus moves into Libra, its own sign, blessing your 5th house of romance and creativity. From November 2nd to 26th, your heart reawakens, love feels magical again, and relationships grow sweeter. Saturn continues to transit your 10th house in Pisces, the house of career and karma. Though Saturn remains retrograde until 28th November, it still supports your long-term goals, provided you stay disciplined and humble. You might face small delays, but these are simply divine pauses, meant to strengthen your patience and wisdom. Rahu will continue in your 9th house under Jupiter's influence until 24th November, blessing you with spiritual insights and a thirst for higher learning. Ketu, in your 3rd house, gives you courage, creative communication, and confidence to face challenges fearlessly. All in all, November 2025 is shaping up to be a powerfully balanced month for you, one that rewards persistence, self-discipline, and mindful action. Career and professional life. Professionally, this month holds many rewards, but they won't come without effort. The Lord of your career house sits favorably in your 2nd house of wealth, indicating strong professional development. Saturn's retrograde motion may cause some delays or minor roadblocks until 28th November, but these are not setbacks, they are simply tests of consistency. Gemini, your professional life may require extra patience, but trust that you'll cross the finish line successfully. If you are employed, this is a month where your reliability and efficiency will get noticed. Your superiors may quietly observe your persistence and plan a reward, whether that's a raise, a promotion, or increased responsibilities that lead to future growth. You might not receive immediate recognition, but the universe is keeping score. Your efforts will bring rewards in the months ahead. If you are in business, the blessings of Jupiter and Mercury support financial growth, smart decision-making, and good partnerships. You may attract clients who appreciate your communication skills and innovative thinking. Sectors like education, finance, media, and management are especially favorable this month. Be cautious between November 1st and 16th. The debilitated sun may bring temporary misunderstandings with seniors or authority figures. Avoid conflicts and focus on proving your worth through performance rather than argument. After 16th November, as the sun enters your 6th house, the situation shifts completely. You'll feel energized and respected again. This transit enhances your ability to lead teams, solve problems, and establish dominance in your workspace. By the last week of November, your professional efforts begin to bear fruit, new offers, appreciation, or career clarity may arrive. It's a month that teaches you this sacred truth: patience is the price of true progress. Finance and wealth. Financially, November 2025 looks very promising for Gemini natives. Mars, the ruler of your profit house, remains strong throughout the month. Jupiter's aspect over Mars amplifies your capacity to earn, save, and manage your wealth wisely. If you've been waiting for a loan, investment return, or funding approval, this is the month when things can finally move in your favor. Jupiter's expansive influence over your 2nd house of wealth ensures stability, security, and gradual growth. You'll likely witness steady cash flow, better control over expenses, and improved savings habits. Even though Jupiter turns retrograde on 11th November, it still supports financial planning and long-term growth. Just avoid risky investments or impulsive spending mid-month. Geminis working in finance, trading, or education-related fields will particularly benefit from this planetary combination. For business owners, November could bring new contracts or an increase in clientele. For salaried employees, expect bonuses or recognition that indirectly boosts your income potential. By the end of the month, you may even start thinking of long-term investments, land, property, or gold, as Jupiter blesses your financial judgment. This is a month where your past efforts and wise decisions begin to pay off beautifully. The more disciplined you are with money, the greater your peace of mind and prosperity will be. Love, romance, and relationships. In matters of love, November 2025 starts slow but ends beautifully. Venus, your planet of romance, is weak until 2nd November, creating emotional distance or confusion in relationships. But as soon as Venus moves into Libra from November 2nd to 26th, magic returns. For singles, this is the time when you might attract someone who truly understands you, someone intelligent, witty, and emotionally balanced. You may meet them through social gatherings, creative work, or even online platforms. Between November 2nd and 16th, the debilitated sun in your 5th house might bring mixed energy. Misunderstandings or ego clashes may arise in love matters. But after 16th November, when the sun shifts to your 6th house and Venus remains strong, emotional stability returns. Couples will feel renewed warmth and affection. Communication deepens, and past misunderstandings start to dissolve. The period from November 16th to 26th is the most romantic phase of the month, perfect for expressing love, spending quality time, or even planning something long-term. After 26th November, Venus moves out of Libra, so the intensity might slightly drop, but harmony remains. For married couples, the influence of Jupiter, Lord of your 7th house, exalted in the 2nd house, ensures peace and understanding. Even if Saturn's aspect brings back minor past issues, they can be easily resolved with patience and empathy. Family members may also play a supportive role in helping you and your partner strengthen your bond. In short, Gemini, November 2025 teaches you to love without overanalyzing, to listen, to trust, and to give without fear. Family and domestic life. This month brings warmth, stability, and togetherness to your home environment. Exalted Jupiter in your second house ensures that your family remains your pillar of strength. Love, communication, and emotional understanding will dominate your household atmosphere. There are no major planetary challenges targeting your second house this month, meaning family peace is well protected. You may notice that family members are more understanding, cooperative, and supportive of each other's goals. If you faced family tensions earlier this year, November brings a calm resolution. Jupiter's presence promotes forgiveness and healing conversations. Matters concerning siblings may appear mixed early in the month, perhaps small disagreements or communication gaps, but after mid-November, relationships with siblings improve remarkably. Ketu's placement in your third house makes your words powerful, but be mindful not to sound harsh. Use your communication gifts to uplift and inspire. On the domestic front, Saturn's seventh aspect over your fourth house still keeps you tied to a few old household responsibilities or repairs. But the good news is, these burdens lighten up by the end of the month. Mercury's position before 23rd November supports home organization, real estate discussions, or family planning decisions. You might redecorate your home, bring in new furniture, or plan a sacred puja, all enhancing positivity in your living space. Overall, November 2025 brings you emotional security and a deep reminder that family is not about perfection, it's about connection. Health and wellness. From a health perspective, November 2025 brings generally good energy with a few minor warnings. Mercury, your ruling planet, will remain in your sixth house until 23rd November. This position helps you stay sharp and alert but may also make your mind overactive. Stress and overthinking could impact your sleep or digestion. The debilitated Sun until 16th November may slightly reduce vitality, so you must consciously prioritize rest and self-care during the first half of the month. However, after 16th November, when the Sun moves to your 6th house, you'll regain strength and motivation. Mars transit in the same house supports stamina and physical resilience. It helps you recover quickly from any minor health concerns. There are no indicators of major illnesses this month, but if you have existing heart or chest issues, take extra care. Practice pranayam, deep breathing, and moderate exercise. Avoid neglect, don't skip meals or overwork yourself. Eat sattvic food, stay hydrated, and limit screen time before sleep. A simple yet powerful remedy: wake up early, offer water mixed with kumkum to Lord Surya, the sun, and chant the Gayatri mantra daily. This practice will purify your energy and strengthen your aura. Spiritual message for Gemini. Gemini, this month teaches you one sacred truth. Balance is not something you find, it's something you create. Your dual nature, the thinker and the dreamer, will find harmony this month. Rahu in your 9th house awakens a spiritual hunger, a desire to explore philosophy, faith, or higher wisdom. You may start reading spiritual texts or find guidance from a mentor or guru. Meditation, journaling, or chanting mantras like Om Buddhaya Namah will enhance mental clarity and align you with divine timing. This month, the universe is saying, use your words to heal, your thoughts to uplift, and your intelligence to serve. Gemini, You are stepping into a phase where your mind and heart finally begin to work in harmony. Every experience this month, good or challenging, is shaping you into a more mature, compassionate, and spiritually grounded version of yourself. Remedies for Gemini, November 2025. Wake up before sunrise and offer water mixed with kumkum to Lord Sun daily. Chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya 108 times every morning. Avoid consuming meat, alcohol, or eggs this month to purify your energy field. On a Friday, feed 10 blind people or offer sweets to children in a temple. Light a ghee lamp facing east every morning while offering gratitude for your blessings. Wear light green or turquoise on Wednesdays to strengthen Mercury's energy. Dear Gemini, November 2025 is a sacred bridge between effort and reward. The first half may test your patience, but the second half brings results beyond your expectations. Keep your faith, trust the divine timing, and remember, when you move with grace, the universe moves with you. May Lord Mercury bless you with wisdom, peace, and success. Om Shanti.